What's up, everybody? It's Hunter Avabaloni here, and today I am joined by my girlfriend, Carissa.
Hey everyone, what's up?
Today we're going to be reacting to the cringy YouTube channel, Girl Defined. Now we figured, since we were both raised very religiously, this would be pretty appropriate.
Yeah, I think so. We actually even met at church maybe about a decade ago.
The video we're going to be reacting to today is titled 3 Ways Christian Girls Can Promote Godly Manhood.
It looks like I'll be learning a few things in this video. How to treat Hunter.
I was actually going to tell you, please pay very close attention to this so you can just learn how to just elevate me and just promote me.
You know, I'll put you on a billboard.
Just put me on a fucking pedestal.
I will.
Worship me.
Hey there, it's Kristen and Bethany with Girl Defined Ministries, and in today's vlog, we're going to be sharing with you 3 ways Christian girls can promote godly manhood.
Take notes, please.
You know, let me get my notebook, my highlighters. I feel like these are the type of girls who would love a good pink and blue highlighter.
Is this what qualifies as a roast now?
But I mean,
They look like they'd use highlighters.
The pink would be for the spiritual references. The blue would be for the God, what God says. They're the type of people who would use highlighters.
I don't know, sometimes you just need a good fucking highlighter so you don't lose your place in your book. Like when I was reading through Pride and Prejudice, I needed highlighters all the time.
That's because you're ADD.
So back in high school, I was a part of a church group with maybe like 15 to 16-ish guys and girls. Part of our team building training process was one day we had to sit in a circle and all go around and share something encouraging about someone else in the group. And of course, we're all like desperately awkward in high school. No one wants to talk first, so we're all just sitting there glancing around, looking around.
You know, this actually happened to me one time where I was in a group and there was just this one person that no one really liked. No one knew what to say. What do you say to that type of person?
Just like go around the room, so you have to like think of something encouraging to say.
Yeah.
It's just, it's really encouraging to me if you just put a lid on it.
Just don't exist, please.
Just off yourself.
And the most unlikely person spoke up. None of us were expecting this person to be the very first one to speak up. It was a guy. And he started talking and he looked at me and he said, Bethany, I just wanted to tell you that I've been super encouraged just by your convictions and your Christian faith and your relationship with God. And I can see that it's really genuine. And he was telling me that he was super encouraged by it. And he knew that I was genuine because of just my consistency and stuff.
This is just some hardcore flirting Christian style.
Honestly, you're right. I was thinking the exact same thing.
It's like, this guy's trying to ask this girl out. He's trying to figure out how he can ask her on a date. He's like, I'm just really encouraged by your very essence.
You remind me of Jesus.
If God was a woman, you would be her.
I was just not expecting that. And it was really convicting to me just to see, wow, this guy was watching all of us and he was noticing my actions and behavior and he was encouraged by my behavior without me even realizing it.
Well, that's not creepy at all. This guy was watching all of us.
It's just like, we went to youth group, it was great, but there's just this one little fella in the background. He just sits in the corner and he just watches us all the time.
I feel like every youth group has that guy. You know what I mean?
The tall, skinny kid who's just really awkward and you're just kind of like,
I think
Jesus says I'm supposed to love you.
He borrows his grandfather's pants, that guy. Yeah.
And the reason we wanted to share that story with you is because, like Bethany said, guys are watching. Yeah. She didn't even realize it, and that guy was watching and observing her lifestyle. Because she was choosing to be a committed Christian and to live out her design according to God's word, that stood out to him, and he noticed that. So we just want to encourage you that whether you realize it or not, there are probably Christian guys who are looking at your life and watching you.
The logic here is the exact logic that feminists use. They're drawing gender lines where gender lines do not need to be drawn. Why are we talking about guys looking at us? Everyone is looking at you, girls and guys. You arguably even have a bigger influence on younger girls.
Yeah, this is honestly like reverse feminism, because you have the extreme feminists that say we don't need men at all, and then you have extreme people like this that's like, guys are watching us, everything we have to do is for a man who's possibly watching us.
Yeah, exactly.
So we want to share with you right now 3 ways that you, as a Christian girl, can promote godly manhood. Number 1, understand godly manhood. So you might be thinking, okay, great. Well, how do I learn about godly manhood? So there are a few books that we've read that have really helped us understand what godly manhood is really all about. So the first one that we highly recommend is by Eric Ludy, and it's called God's Gift to Women.
Sounds like they wrote a whole book about me.
Called True Woman 101. That Bible study is amazing. It breaks down what manhood is all about, womanhood is all about. And
Yeah, that's a biology book.
we'll just give you an amazing vision and help you understand how to promote godly manhood to the guys in your life.
This was like the worst step one advice I've ever been given in my whole life. It's like step one, go to the fucking library.
There's not a feminine version and a male version of the Bible. God gave the Bible to everyone. And I think what they're doing here is they're just drawing too much of a line. And it's not biblical. And it honestly makes things more complicated than they need to be.
And number 2, challenge guys to a higher standard.
So this is the point in the video that it just starts to get really demeaning. Also, I just want to say it's not really women's job to challenge men to a higher standard.
No, it's
Again,
not.
that's like complete reverse feminism.
It really is. People should be challenging other people to a higher standard. It should not matter at all the gender.
I've noticed that in my own life, when I actually allow a guy to be a gentleman, most of the time he will. I've noticed several times where I'm walking into a grocery store and there'll be a guy or a man there standing, at the door, and I'm like, for sure he's probably not going to open it for me. For sure he's probably not going to open it for me. Not going to open it for me. Do I get it? Does he get it? Is he going to be a gentleman?
She has such a low view of men also. If she's like, for sure he's not going to get the door for me. There are plenty of men that are raised to be gentlemen.
Yeah.
And also, how the hell is opening the door for a woman godly manhood at all?
Already shows how low of a bar they're setting. If they are saying that they would set the bar higher by allowing a man to open up the door for them, then what do they expect in a relationship? Oh my goodness, he woke up today. Yay!
But I'll kind of take a step back and give him the opportunity to step up and be a gentleman. And I don't think that it's never not worked.
What does that even look like? She's just walking along with her little bag of she's walking out of Whole Foods or whatever. The guy's kind of next to her. Is she just gonna kind of halt and be like, I'm just gonna allow this man a chance to be godly?
This is the door to heaven. Open it.
I think it's been 100% of the time the guy has risen to the occasion and been a gentleman.
Where are they? If they have to rise to the occasion, where are they at the moment before they rise? I'm legitimately wondering this.
They have such a low view of men.
Yeah,
They're talking about men as if they're these impressionable, almost animal-like creatures. I mean, are they looking for a boyfriend or are they looking for a fucking golden retriever?
And I just feel like we as girls need to challenge guys to a higher standard instead of lowering the bar and saying, well, guys aren't, going to be, promote. They're not going to be godly men. Guys aren't going to do this.
That's her straight up saying that opening the door is somehow Christian or biblical. I mean, she just said, are we going to let men be godly?
Yeah, and
how is opening the door godly or anything?
There's no biblical basis for opening up a door for a woman.
Thou shalt open door.
There's so many examples in the Bible of how a man should act biblically, and they're completely missing it. It's honestly hilarious.
They could have given so many better examples too.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Instead of just lowering the bar, and just allowing him to be that way, why don't we as girls step it up a notch and allow them, challenge them to a higher standard?
Are you hearing this, Carissa? It's time for you as a woman to step it up a notch and start holding me, this barbaric creature, to a higher standard.
Every time he flushes the toilet, would you like a cookie?
And last one, number 3, is this. Encourage the good no matter how small.
This would be more appropriate at a parent seminar.
Yeah.
That's something you tell parents who have really naughty children. Encourage the good no matter how small.
It's actually a psychological tactic. It's called positive reinforcement, where you're trying to get your typically children to do what you want.
Dogs.
Or
Honestly,
your dogs.
your dogs. You do stuff like that for your animals.
Oh, totally. It's ridiculous they're doing that to people their own age.
We can't tell you how many times we've heard just general talk, girls talking about guys and just degrading them, talking down to them, calling them names like, oh, guys are just dumb, guys are stupid.
Have these bitches looked in the mirror?
So we just want to encourage you, whether it's your dad, whether it's your brothers, whether it's guys around you at school, at work, whatever your sphere of influence is, choose to be a woman who speaks words of life.
Just all the barbarians around you. Whether it's your dad, whether it's your brother, whether it's your boyfriend or your uncle, all those barbarians running around just pillaging villages, it's your job as a woman who is heaven sent to speak words of life to these men.
Your dad mows the lawn. Well, he always mows the lawn. No big deal. You might just blow it off, but instead say, compliment him and say, Dad, thank you so much for mowing the lawn. I really appreciate that. Our lawn looks beautiful. Encourage guys towards godly manhood and promote that in their lives is by speaking words of encouragement. No matter how small the act is, choose to speak those words of life.
What does that even mean? Words of life opposed to what? Words of death?
Hey, Dad, you missed a spot when mowing the lawn. Kill yourself.
When I was getting potty trained growing up, my mom would give me a junior mint every time I peed. This is the same scenario where, every time a man does something that's good, we should give him a prize, give him words of encouragement. This is ridiculous. Why does it have to be this forced? Encouragement should not be this forced.
But you're exactly right. Like, you shouldn't have to keep reminding yourself to speak encouragement. Like, if you truly love someone or care about them, the encouragement is just going to come naturally. And also, men are not stupid like this video is trying to make them sound. We're going to catch on really quick if every time we do a good thing, we have, our own personal little cheerleader in our ear, like, good job!
So in closing, let's quickly review. Number 1, understand godly manhood. Number 2, challenge guys to a higher standard. Start doing it in your everyday life. Allow a guy to open the door for you. And number 3, encourage the good, no matter how small.
All right. Well, there you have it. It's time for you to start promoting me up very high. It's time for you to start allowing me to be a gentleman, because you allow me to do things.
I'm gonna buy a box of junior mints for him.
Please do.
Yeah.
And anytime I do something good, just put a little mint next to me.
Yeah. There are a lot of Christians who do absolutely incredible things and who are just pillars to the society. But these girls are so cringy in what they're saying here that it gives a bad rap for Christianity.
Well, there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you took the tutorial very seriously so you can learn how to promote godly manliness. Please give this video a like to help promote my own godly manhood. Please comment below, subscribe to my channel, and follow Carissa on Instagram. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace.
Bye.